pleasure and happiness. A lot of people equate the two, but I'm here to tell you that they are completely different. So what are the differences between pleasure and happiness? And I believe there are 7. Pleasure is short-lived, happiness is long-lived. Pleasure is visceral, happiness is ethereal. Pleasure is taking, happiness is giving. Pleasure can be achieved with substances, happiness cannot be achieved with substances. Pleasure is experienced alone, happiness is experienced in social groups. The extremes of pleasure all lead to addiction, whether they be substances or behaviors. Yet there's no such thing as being addicted to too much happiness. And finally, number 7, most important, pleasure is dopamine and happiness is serotonin. Now these are 2 biochemicals, these are 2 neurotransmitters, these are 2 chemicals that the brain makes and uses to communicate between one neuron, brain cell, and another. Well, turns out dopamine excites the next neuron. And neurons, when they're excited too much, too frequently, tend to die. Now, you get a hit, you get a rush, the receptors go down. Next time, you need a bigger hit to get the same rush because there are fewer receptors to occupy. And you need a bigger hit, and a bigger hit, and a bigger hit, until finally taking a huge hit to get nothing. That's called tolerance. And then when the neurons start to die, that's called addiction. Serotonin, however, is inhibitory. It's not excitatory. It inhibits its receptor to provide contentment. So you can't overdose the serotonin neuron. Now, there's one thing that downregulates serotonin: dopamine. So the more pleasure you seek, the more unhappy you get.